Hi, boys and girls. This is a new episode of Neuronymous. I'm Hal, as always. Who else? Who else would I fucking be, right? So I'm really struggling to talk about something with you guys, I think I talked about this in a prior episode. I'm really gearing up for a very serious and very important episode to me, and I don't know how to approach it. It's a pretty serious topic. It's gonna mean really opening up, but at the same time, I'm gonna tell a funny story. It's story time, kids. As always, once upon a time. So, all right. So here's the deal. I'm gonna tell you a story that's really hilarious. I think it's really hilarious. All right. So once upon a time, there was this gal named Liz. Yes, another Liz. Apparently, back in the 2000s and in my 20s, I had a thing for girls with the name Liz. I don't know. So anyway, there was this girl named Liz. So she came to visit me on New Year's Eve, 2006 going into 2007. Again, as always, I thought she was the one. The one. I thought we had so much to live for together. Anyway, so I, we were it got very intimate very quickly. And one night, we had been intimate. I'm not going to get into details, but I think that's close to the truth as I'm going to get with that. I am a gentleman, but things had gotten pretty heated, and so I, being the weird fucking OCD guy that I am, decided I need to go take a shower because that's just what I do. After that, and this is again before I really got. This was before my recovery, so. You remember, if you recall, if anybody was affectionate toward me, I always felt like I needed to push people away. So this didn't, me taking a shower didn't push this person away. Eventually, I think I did in some other weird way. But anyway, so I'm in the shower and I'm doing the whole using the soap, rubber ducky. You're the one. I did not actually have a rubber ducky, just for the record, and I'm just, washing myself and in the shower. Sorry for the imagery, folks. And all of a sudden I hear the door open. I'm like, Liz? She's like, no. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's you if there's, And so all of a sudden I'm in the shower and I'm like, I'm still, I mean, I don't care. I mean, she's coming in the bathroom with, who knows, right? She's maybe washing her hands or cleaning up. I don't know. So all of a sudden I get this whiff of something just absolutely, completely horrible enter my nostrils. It was just absolutely heinous. Oh my God. And I'm just like, are you going to the bathroom? And she's like, no. And I'm like, I'm not a doctor, but that smells like you're going to the bathroom right now. She was like, no, I'm not. And then, and I'd heard the toilet seat go up or go down. So it's not like I'm an idiot. And I'm like, I'm just, I'm just like, yeah. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure this gal's going to the, dropping a deuce while I'm taking a shower, which is kind of weird. Just a little weird, right? So that happens, and so I get out, of the shower, and I realize, you know what? I need to go to the bathroom. I have to pee, though. I have to do a onesie, if you will. She was doing a twosie. So I open up raise the toilet seat up, and I see a big glob of, for lack of a better term, fecal matter. Shit. Yeah, well, I mean, go big or go home. Go big or go home. If you can get wet, go swimming. There was some shit on the toilet. A big smear of shit. And the thing is, I was just looking at it. I'm like, huh. They didn't teach us anything about this in Cotillion. I don't really... what is the etiquette for a situation like this? Do I clean it off, or do I leave it there? Clean it off, leave it there. Because I don't know this girl. I mean, I know her technically in the biblical sense, but I don't really know her. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know her well enough. I'm not comfortable cleaning up after her bowel movement. I'm sorry. And if she ever hears this, what can I tell you? She won't. Trust me. She's married and have a kid and has a kid. I'm a Facebook creeper. I do that sometimes, but I look and see how my exes are going, their lives are going. Not because I'm unhappy, just because I'm hoping that they are somewhere in an alley and just, turning tricks. Just kidding. I don't want that to happen to anybody. That's a terrible lifestyle. Not that I would know, but I'm pretty sure that turning tricks is not the trajectory of how you want your life to be, that direction. Anyway, back to the story, children. I'm just standing there, and I finally decide, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna leave it there. It's not my responsibility. So I crawl back into bed with her, and we're talking, and in the back of my head, I'm like, there's this blob of shit in the back of my head, and I'm like, I don't know what to really talk about after that, like, it was a horrific experience. It was like a whole ordeal of like a million thoughts running through my head. So all of a sudden, she's like, oh, I have to go use the restroom. And I was like, oh, well, you might want to clean up your little gift. Yeah, I used the word gift. I don't know why, but I did. I said, think you might wanna clean up that little gift you left me back there. And she's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, well, and she's like, I don't know. What? I was like, you know what? Never mind. It's all good. Whatever, Everybody poops. And sometimes people leave it on the toilet. I don't know. But anyway, so the next time I go use the bathroom, it's gone. Clearly, it was one of those unspoken, non-verbal agreements that we wouldn't talk about this because it never came up and I wasn't going to bring it up. So that's that story, okay? But cut to like 5 years later, right? 2009, yeah. So my future wife, Amanda, comes to visit me in Omaha for the very first time, and she knows about this story because I told her. And this Liz gal they went to the same synagogue, and Liz sat like a row or two in front of my future wife, Amanda. And so anyway, I just kind of she thought it was hilarious. She thought the story was hilarious. So anyway, this is at a point in my life where I am getting high, smoking pot all the time. I was a big pothead at this point. And so, Amanda's in town, and I go make an excuse to go run some errands, so I could go, smoke a J and come back. So I did that, and I come home, and I had this, and just a little backstory real quick. My friend Derek, who I wished happy birthday several podcasts ago, he had given me as a gift like a bathroom sign-in book. Yes, there is a thing called a bathroom sign-in book. And so basically, I get home from doing my quote-unquote errands, and Amanda's laying in bed, pretending to be asleep, and I am high as a fucking kite. Just absolutely just wasted. Not wasted, but just completely pie-eyed, I am just I'm so high right at that point. And so I go in, I go to use the restroom, and I see on the bathroom, the sink, there's the bathroom sign-in book, which was weird because the bathroom sign-in book was always on the back of the toilet, like on the lid of the toilet, so you could write a message. I still have it, actually. But in this bathroom sign-in book, there's this message that says, hey, I left a present for, a gift for you in the bathroom, go check it out. And I'm like, oh my God, what's going on right now? This is weird. This is fucking crazy. I don't know what to do at this moment other than to go in and find out what my gift is, because I love gifts. I love it when people give me gifts. I'm a very materialistic person, and I like it when people give me shit. It's just the way I am. Anyway, so I'm high as fuck, and and so I'm walking into the bathroom very slowly, not knowing that Amanda is slowly rising out of bed, like in a horror movie, and slowly creepy crawling towards me, not like on her hands and knees, but just, walking back at me. And I'm like, oh my God, what's happening? What is this? What's going on? And I lift the toilet seat, and there's just all over the toilet seat, it's just like a ring of brown, what looks like brown fecal matter. And I'm like, literally, oh my God, oh shit, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, this is happening again. I don't know what to do, and I'm high, and I'm scared, and I don't know what to do. I mean, this has happened before, but not to this extent. I mean, the whole seat is just covered in, fecal matter. What looks like fecal matter. And all of a sudden, right behind me, Amanda comes up, sticks her finger on, into it, and she goes, hey, and she puts it toward my mouth. She goes, look, it's pudding. And she had no idea that I was high. So, like, I literally burst into tears. I started sobbing because I was so relieved. First off, when you're high and things and shit goes down, there are tons of different things that can happen. You can cry, there are different emotions, I don't know. But I was just like crying in relief that this was just pudding. But here's the thing. This is really actually what made me fall in love with my wife. She went to the extent that she actually went and purchased a pudding, a pack of, one of those little small pudding packs, and brought it with her from Minnesota to Omaha on a plane ride to play that trick on me. That's love, man. I mean, I don't know what else you could call that. I mean, it could have gone really wrong and could have traumatized me, and I could have said, we're done. I can't do this. But it didn't. It made me fall in love with her even more. It showed that this gal is a keeper. She's got a really good sense of humor. I'll tell you what, within this was I think in March, by May 1st, we were engaged. So that's the story of the moment I really fell in love with my wife, is when she put pudding on a toilet seat, pretending that it was fecal matter, and shocking me when I was in a very, very not very lucid condition, also known as high as fuck. Anyway, so that's my story, the end. But this whole episode, just to make you feel like a dumbass, because I kind of like playing tricks on you guys. Sometimes it's fun to play tricks. It's really been just a experiment to try to see if I could copy and paste music into this podcast. And I'm going to leave it with this. You know that you have the right girl if she's willing to talk about poop. Because up until that point, to me, girls didn't poop. That was just not a thing. Girls don't poop. Guess what, guys? Girls poop. You know what? They do it one day at a time.